Scarlet Everose here. Welcome back to Hunter x Hunter. Today we're diving into Shizuku, one of the Phantom Troupe's more understated yet dangerous members. She may seem absent-minded at times, but don't be fooled. She's calm, precise, and deadly in her own way. Before we start, thank you so much to everyone who voted and commented. Your engagement really helps me make these episodes, and I'm so grateful for each of you. Yes, so before we get started, you guys, as usual, thank you all so much for voting for Shizuku. If you guys want to vote, I put polls probably almost every Tuesday on my Instagram. If you guys want to follow my social medias, they're down in the description below. And yeah, I cannot believe we're on episode 36, and I love making these videos. I'm going to be a little vulnerable. There's times where it can get a little challenging more than others, but I really enjoy what I do. And yeah, I decided to talk about Shizuku because I haven't seen a lot of people talk about her, so I'm like, you know what, she kind of deserves a little bit of appreciation. So I decided to, besides people voting for her and myself, is that, she deserves a little recognition as well. And I'm really excited to dive into this video. She seems like a really fun character. Alright, let's dive in. Segment 1. Origin and Personality. Shizuku was born in Meteor City, just like the rest of the troupe. She has a quiet, detached personality, often seeming aloof, but she's completely committed to the troupe. So, a little bit about her. I'm going by what I've seen in the 2011 version and in the 1999 version of Hunter x Hunter. If I'm wrong on anything, please comment down below nicely, obviously, on like what I missed about her. But from what I've seen, she's really a cute character. She's out of all the rest of the group, she's like the one that is mostly in the background for half of the time, and she has some sort of short-term memory, because I don't know why she has short-term memory, but she's very for example, there was a scene where she was arm wrestling Gon. I've already done a video on him, so I'll put it in the title card. Where he arm wrestles her, and she assumes she knows she lost, but she forgot why she was arm wrestling, and she forgot that she was even fighting Gon. So if people tell her, do you remember this? She has no idea what you're talking about. She will forget about you. If you're not around her that much, she will completely forget about you. Like I said, she's such a background character, but from what I've seen, people cosplay her, girls cosplay her. She's really adorable. She's adorable until you realize that she's cute, but she's really, really dangerous in some way, even though she can have memory loss at the same time about it. Segment 2. Abilities and Style. Shizuku's nan ability, Blinky, is a vacuum that can suck up anything from dust to body parts. No limits to its precision. In combat, she eliminates enemies silently and effectively, cleans up evidence of the Phantom Troupe's operations, combines natural nonchalance with lethal results. Her style is depictively simple. She's unassuming until she strikes. She makes her practicality menacing. So yeah, so when I don't know why, but I love her vacuum. It's so weird, and I love it. And I love the name. I love Blinky. Yeah, so she has an ability of a vacuum, and she's the one that does mostly the dirty work of the other Phantom Troupes. Yeah, that thing can clean up almost anything, and she loves it. You know, they have like this really cute, weirdly, like teamwork with that, and you know, and Blinky has, you know, saved her so many times, because like I said, she can act very aloof and be very kind of like lost sometimes, but when she may appear cute, like I said before, but it's only until she strikes, only until someone says, okay, Shizuku, this is the person you need to get. Do it before you forget. Like they remind her to do it so that she doesn't forget. And once she's done, she kind of just assumes everything's fine, and then she goes on her merry way. She's a really good fighter, but she does get. She isn't weak. She's not. She's just. How can I put her? She's, you know, people need to remind her a lot, and if she doesn't have Blinky, she doesn't know what to do. But she's pretty smart on getting out of situations. It's just that she, at the end of the day, she forgets of what even happened, because she's that aloof about it. And that's what, you know, that's what people love about her. I love about her. She may be a background character, but she's one of those characters where you're like, oh, she's really cute, until you kind of see what she does, and you're like, you're still cute, but like, even if you are cleaning up blood and body parts, that's cool. I appreciate that. But yeah, she's kind of like, she's meant to be cute and aloof, but she's not entirely dumb, you guys. Sure, she may forget, but she's not dumb. She's just precision about it, you know what I mean? Segment 3. Fan appeal and quirkiness. Fans are drawn to Shinjuku's mix of lethalness and quirks. She often appears bored or distracted, giving her a unique, memorable personality among the troops. Like I said, she's aloof, but she's smart. When she feels like that she needs to be, she will be. Her mix of efficiency, humor, and an oddball charm keeps viewers guessing and entertained every time she's on screen. Oh my gosh, when I saw her in the 1999, I thought she was so, like, her voice was so, I know I keep saying cute, because she is. She's really adorable. So, like, you know, when I saw her, she was just so sweet, and her voice was so innocent. Yeah, and she's like a fan favorite because she has a tattoo on, I think on the left side of her hip. I think correct me if I'm wrong, I think she's the number 8 of the Phantom Troupe. And, you know, girls love her, guys absolutely love her. Oh my gosh, I've seen so many guys like simp for her, even though she's like even though she has only, unless I read the manga, but from screen time, she has like the little, like she only, from what I remember, she was like, how many scenes was she in? In Your New City arc, she was like in probably 3 or 4 scenes, I might be wrong, but there was just like one part of the episode in Hunter x Hunter of the Chimera Ant, where all the Phantom Troops are going to defeat the Chimera Ants because they're invading their city, their meteor city, and she was badass in that episode. She was extremely badass. yeah, but you know, her style is super cute. I love it too. Yeah, she, like I said, she may be very aloof, but she knows how to fight. If Blinky's around her, she knows how to fight. But like, I remember this one episode, I think she was in charge of Gon and Killua, and Gon and Killua escaped, and she had no idea that they even escaped. That's why a lot of the Phantom Troops, I think, that don't keep anyone with Shizuku, or else she may forget who they are and they can completely escape. But she is a fan favorite, and she, you know, and I can see why. I've seen her, but even before I watched Hunter x Hunter, she was on everybody's profile pictures. It's interesting, and I'm like, that makes sense. She is a fan favorite. Also, if you guys, I forgot to mention, if you guys also want to watch Machi's episode that I've done last weekend, you guys can watch it up here too. Alright, let's keep going. Segment 4, Final Thoughts plus What's Next. What Shizuku teaches us. Calm and precision can be just as threatening as brutal force. So yeah, so basically she's really calm, but don't, like I said, don't let that fool you. Don't let that fool you, cause she can turn it up a notch. To be honest, she's the least violent character in Hunter x Hunter. The only thing she does is she fights when it needs to, but like I said, she's mostly the one cleaning up after the others. Other than that, she's pretty much, making sure the missions are set, even though she doesn't care. But as long as no one bugs her, that's my opinion. As long as no one bugs her, she's fine. And don't argue with her, because the thing about her, she can be very sassy with it. And even when she forgets, she can be very like, yeah, I did it, like, very defensive, and the other Phantom Troupe members have to be like, okay, calm down. Okay, you won. And she, yeah. Her quirkiness doesn't diminish competence. It enhances character appeal. So since she looks cute and aloof and funny, it lowers the character's guards down, and it makes viewers kind of forget that she's even a dangerous character. Like I said, in my personal opinion, she's one of the least violent characters. She can be violent, but she's not as violent as the rest of the group, though. Understated characters often leave the biggest impression. Yeah, so she's very underrated, you guys. A lot of people tend to love her, and I realize that even with me watching anime, it's always the least characters that leave the most memorable impression, because they're not as popular, or she is popular, but she's not like popular like Frollo or Phaeton or who else? Hisoka, even though Hisoka's not really a part of the troupe, really. But yeah, like between Frollo and Phaeton, like she's not extremely popular like them, but she is popular. She does have a fan base, and people cosplay her, which I think is really awesome, seeing people cosplay her. She's that typical, like everyday wear. That's what I love about her style. The typical everyday wear, and nobody assumes. And plus, since she looks really nerdy, it makes her quirkiness even show, and can leave the characters' guards down, and even the viewers. Yeah, so thank you all so much for watching this video. If you, I will not state what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be a little bit of a change. So instead of Sunday, you guys, there will be a Valentine edition episode for next week for Valentine's Day. I'm not gonna say what character, but if you guys want to follow me and keep and be up to date, all my socials are down in the description below. And per usual, love you all. Bye.